In Bong Joon-ho's Oscar winner Parasite, we saw a lower middle class family slowly earn the trust of a rich accomplished family in order to exploit them. However, by the end of the movie, one was left wondering who were the exploiters and who were the exploited. Who were the real parasites? Cut to the latest Netflix release, Nawazuddin Siddiqui starrer Serious Men, where Nawaz as Ayan Money permeates the world of the serious men, the supposed who's and who of our society, and things begin to unfold. Don't get us wrong, Parasite and Serious Men are two very different movies. But the beauty of good cinema is that it resonates, that it can be relatable, and that it forces you to draw parallels between your and the other worlds. We are Filmkopath, and this week we review the Netflix original movie Serious Men. Netflix's latest original offering, Serious Men, directed by ace director Sudhir Mishra with Nawazuddin Siddiqui in the lead, is a biting satire on the Indian state, particularly on the state of the aspiring lower middle class of India. The movie, which is based on the book by the same name by Manu Joseph, couldn't have been named better. It's the so-called idiots and morons who belong to the lower middle class and serve the needs of the upper echelon, called the upper echelon. Serious Men. It's interesting that the timid middle class doesn't even use any derogatory word to address the exploitative upper class. Perhaps it is an indication of the reverence in the mind space of the exploited class for the exploiting class's social position. Or perhaps it is an ironical way of mocking the non-serious stuff which the serious men do, which the commoners of the society hardly relate to. Perhaps it is both. Serious Men is the story of one Ayan Money, a Dalit with high ambitions who self-admittedly is a 2G, the second generation or the first from his family to go to school and realize the importance of education. Ayan thus decides to give the best education possible to his son who is a 3G, so that eventually the 4G or the grandsons of his family may live a luxurious life, sitting by the pool doing nothing. Sounds like a very long-term plan, but a very practical one. Ayan is no idiot, of course. He is from the lowest strata of the society, but is educated and smart enough to realize the games these serious men play, though he himself is invisible to them. Their games are not invisible to Ayan. So, who are these serious men the story harps on? Astroscientists at research centers untethered to dupe experimental results so that the funds for their research continue. They are engaged in important work, searching for extraterrestrial life. Perhaps that gives them the right to ridicule the terrestrial life. Politicians manipulating the common men at every possible opportunity. Custodians of education who judge 4-year-olds on the merit to decide whether they are fit for the best education. The very existence of Ayan Money and likes of him are discarded by these air quotes serious men, considering not good enough for a basic discourse. So now it's on Ayan to turn the table on these serious men, reducing them to, air quotes, primitive minds to have the upper hand. Sudhir Mishra must be lauded to not only have used a Dalit protagonist, but also a bold and smart one, who can hold his own turf. A refreshing break from the way Dalits are portrayed on the silver screen, demure, timid, and sad. Though class politics is a motive of the movie, it is not the only one. There are multiple layers to the movie, one of them being the aspirations of middle-class parents. One has to stand up and applaud Akshat Das for his fantastic performance as Adi Money, son of Ayan, one of the truly exceptional child actor performances in Hindi cinema after Darshil Safari in Tare Zameen Par. Adi carries all the aspirations of his father on his literally and metaphorically small shoulders. Adi's story starts in a small Mumbai chawl where Adi's mother, in trying to have an intelligent baby, straightens her legs vertically upwards after having sex with her husband, with a background song playing which the narrator mentions to have no particular meaning and hence can be used for any situation. It's both funny and disturbing to see that a child already has the pressure of being intelligent even before he is conceived. Adi is born while his parents were swindling into a 5-star hotel to enjoy its poolside. That's the world Adi was coming to, where children start their coaching for IIT from class 5 onwards, where parents care about nothing but if their children are the best. A world where you cannot enjoy a nice place in your city unless you have ample notes in your pocket or hustle through inside. Sudhir Mishra touches upon these motives elegantly. Adi, in some ways, is every middle-class child who has had to compete for his space and constantly prove to himself and the world that he is good enough. He will need to earn all that his father wished to have but never achieve. He has to be a successful 3G so that all efforts of his father in being a 2G is not wasted and he has enough for his kids to enjoy a 4G pleasure. Perhaps in some ways, Adi could also be seen as a metaphor for India, a country which aspires to be the best in the world and considers any alternate opinion to be from a primitive mind, a mind incapable of grasping the greatness of India. The way Sudhir Mishra effectively paints each character is to be lauded as well. Everyone seems to have a reason for their actions. What does a scientist do when the government holds no value for research unless a tangible target is committed? When, in his enlightened self, he teaches a young mind the importance of failure, and when pitted against the bureaucratic structures, it's him who dupes data to hide failure. The ever so talented Nassar plays this character of Arvind Acharya with effortless ease. A brilliant Shweta Prasad Basu bears the burns and lives of a backstory which is never called out, other than in a sequence when Sanjay Navrekar, playing her father, says, "Shadi ho gaya," when asked the reason for her limp. No tears shed, no melodrama, it's just out there. So subtle, yet so clear. These things do not happen nowadays. You are sitting in the same place as the next person, says an upper caste hypocrite to Ayan, discussing about the caste divide in the country. Ayan retorts by saying that just by mentioning this, you have implied its existence. Nawazuddin Siddiqui as Ayan hits it out of the park in this scene, once again proving when given a character dealing with personal insecurity, there's hardly any better actor than him in the business. The beauty of this scene and many other such scenes in this movie also lies in the way the subjects are dealt with, be it caste, gender, society, or religion. Sudhir doesn't spare anybody. However, he very skillfully utilizes dry humor to make his point without any pretense. Even though the serious men have reasons for their actions cannot be justified. As Nassar's character says to Ayan, "Your angst is right, but your actions are wrong." But does he put himself under the same scanner? Does justice really exist, or is it yet another tool for manipulation which helps in shepherding the weaker population of the society? Is it again a control tool? The age-old question repeats itself in another form. Quis custodiet ipsos custodes? Who watches the watchmen? Serious men ask some serious questions. It also advocates how facades rule our world. Incorrect data or ideas, when presented with confidence and strength, gets endorsed just like that, be it in art or science or politics, until one day that same endorsement comes back to hit you. Remember the Palme d'Or winner movie, The Square. Director Ruben Östlund had demonstrated the same idea in that film, particularly in the fascinating dinner sequence where similar serious men had gathered together. We started this discussion with Parasite and ended it with The Square, two Cannes winner from two different corners of the world. Perhaps it is no coincidence that movies from geographically distant places have such similarities. The cliché, cinema is a mirror of the society, is a cliché for a reason. Societies worldwide are going through a tumultuous time. The gap between the social classes across the world is at its largest. Last month, we created a video on a similar theme and talked about how every industry is inadvertently coming out with movies dealing with class conflict. Be it the Oscar-winning Parasite, the deceptively brilliant Burning, Get Out from Hollywood, or the Amazon series back home, Patal Lok. All these, in a sense, talk about the deception created by the rich and the elite to be rich and elite forever. by denying humanity to the people who are socially and financially weaker than them. However, can a deception of such kind last forever? Ayan Money figured it out and beat the serious men in their own game. Ayan, of course, was non-violent in his approach, but the question is, for how long? Our rating for Serious Men is 8 out of 10. If you liked our review of Serious Men, please leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Also check out our other reviews and lists. Thank you for watching.